One of my students dared me to start a new store, and within 60 days, we scaled it to $100,000 a month. And you're wondering why you can't do that. I'm gonna break down exactly why you can't, so you can just copy me and you can get success with your business by breaking down the 3 main things that are holding you back from being able to scale your brand to profitable months. And as always, I'm on a one-on-one call with one of my students who's scaling her brand, and there's not gonna be any gatekeeping in this video, or I'm not gonna sell you anything. So let's get into it. First and foremost, the reason why you're failing is because you haven't realized that dropshipping is dead. And I'm going to explain exactly why, okay? Now, you are selling the exact same products as 1,000 people when you're drop shipping. Everyone knows you're getting cheap Chinese products and you have a million competitors, and it's just very hard to be profitable because you're competing with all these different people. So you're going to have super low margins, 20, 10%. If you do a 100K month like I did, you don't want to have, 10%, 20% margins. That's just horrible. By the way, my margins are like 30 to 45%. 35 to 50% of your sales are going to Amazon. Now, if we just think about this logically, you are running a lot of marketing from Facebook, or you're doing TikTok ads, or you're doing Google ads. People are looking at this ad, but they're not buying from you because they trust Amazon more. Whether your store looks good or not, why would they buy from you when you're charging more expensive? You give them slower shipping rates and they don't trust your website. You think about it. Would you buy your product if you were your customer? Would you buy it from you, or would you buy it from Amazon? 50% of the time, you would say you're going to buy it from Amazon. So that's a huge reason why it's super hard to scale brands, because you're doing all this marketing and you're blaming your marketing for the reason why you're not profitable. But the reason is because you're just losing all of your sales. So it makes it seem like your marketing is the problem. But in reality, it's not working because the competition. You're losing to Amazon, losing to other competitors. They're running retargeting ads to your customers, and you're just losing. And it's just not the great way to go, because you're spending your hard-earned AdSense and you're losing a lot of money. So cheap products, also huge thing that's holding you back. If you don't care about your product, you're not going to have passion to even want to scale the brand. Trust me, as a man who's been running e-com for almost a decade, if you do not care about the product you're selling, it's going to be super hard to wake up in the morning and love what you do. I'll tell you a story on a day where I made $30,000 in profit, and it was one of my worst days because I was super depressed. I was selling a cheap, gimmicky product. Keep in mind, this was like 2019 when dropshipping was a thing, but now 6 years later, dropshipping is super hard to do. But regardless, you want to have a product that you're actually passionate about. Whether you like fitness or whether you like pet care, you want to do something that you can wake up, feel happy about. You're giving your customers something that actually does something and helps them, rather than just kind of scamming them and giving them a cheap gimmicky product. It makes you feel like a bad human. You do not want to be that person. Trust me, I've been there. Okay, so how do you fix it? We've established all these problems with dropshipping, but okay, how do you fix it? I like to use a system with my clients called the Forever Branding System. Now, basically, the Forever Brand System in a nutshell is stopping you from selling a generic product with a low barrier of entry that anyone can sell. A bunch of dropshippers are copying. They're finding the same winning product as you. It's stopping you from competing with thousands of other people, so you can start selling revolutionary products. So don't compete with thousands, but do sell revolutionary products, unique products that people haven't seen before, that they can't get anywhere else but from you. And we teach you how to do that, okay? Don't compete on pricing. There's so many times I'm working with new clients and they'll come to me and they're like, hey, I base my products, based on my competitor's website, or I just try to go a little bit cheaper than them. That's the fastest way to get your business to fail. Never compete on pricing. You need to set your own prices. And the best way to set your own prices is to own the entire market. If you're selling a product that no one else has, you name the price. They can't get it anywhere else but from you. You name what your customers pay for it because you control the entire market supply. But when you're competing with thousands of other people, you have to undercut them, right? You can only sell it for $30 because your competitor is selling it for $29. And if you sell it for too high, your customers is going to go buy it from them or go buy it from Amazon, like we said, right? And again, don't lose sales with your marketing. You do not want to be in the rat race where you feel like your marketing is really, really bad. The truth is, a lot of you guys' marketing isn't as bad as you think. You just don't know how to get your customers to only buy from you. Again, this is the reason why you are being held back. And the third reason we're going to talk about later in the video is probably the biggest reason why you're failing in e-com. And we're going to explain that a little bit later in the video. But simply put, do not copy. Okay. You need to make unique things. You need to make a unique product that no one has access to. You need to make unique marketing. Do not copy your competitors' marketing. Do not rip ads. These are cheap. Do not do stuff like this. It's not going to get you to where you want to go. Okay. Don't copy your competitor's website. Base it on your own website. And again, the third reason is going to help you a lot with making your own website and actually getting conversion rate, average order value, all those fancy back-end metrics. It's going to be a huge change that a lot of you need inside of your business. But let's talk about the second reason why a lot of people are failing. And the fact is that you get viewers, but you do not get get customers, okay? Most people are too focused on the design. They think when they build a website, it's supposed to look, pretty and beautiful and all aesthetic, and it's all the pieces are supposed to be in the right place. But I'm here to, break it to you. That's like 30 to 45% of the work. The other 65, the other 45%, 50%, whatever, my math is horrible, is focusing on your back-end metrics and optimizing for certain metrics that we're going to talk about a bit later, okay? Again, not optimizing on back-end metrics is a huge no. Now, if you don't know what back-end metrics is, conversion rate, average order value, and lifetime order value are the three back-end metrics that you really need to pay attention to. Conversion rate is just how frequently customers are buying your product, right? If you have 1,000 people go to your website, you want a lot of those people to buy. That's the conversion rate. Average order value is how much money these people are actually spending with you. Lifetime order value, super huge, super missed. How often are these people coming back and returning and buying again and again and again? Again, building an audience, building a fan base, super huge. It's like building a subscriber list on YouTube. Once you get more subscribers, you get more viewers. And by the way, subscribe if you haven't. But again, a lot of people blame the fact that they're getting viewers on their website and not checkouts on bad marketing. And it's just not the case. Your marketing is simply that, just to get people on your website, the right people. If those people aren't buying, you need to look in different areas rather than blaming your marketing for a crime it didn't commit. I can't stress that enough. How many times beginners come to me like, oh, my marketing's so bad. I mean, your marketing probably is bad, but it's not as bad as you think. Conversion rate, average order value, lifetime order value equals back-end metrics. But how do we fix it, okay? You have all these viewers on your website, but how do you get them to actually buy? Let's break it down. And we're gonna break it down metric by metric on how you can fix each one in the most optimal way, the same way that I do with all my stores and all my clients. We do a system called the Catalyst backend system that fixes, with all three of these things, but we'll break it down step by step. So first, conversion rate. You need to split test high performing landing pages, okay? Don't just build one website, one landing page, one product page, and then call it a day. No. You need to make sure you split test different ones for different funnels depending on your creative and what you're targeting, what your niche, what your demographic, what you're going for, what your angle is in your marketing. You need to have a landing page that goes and flows with your certain angle for your marketing. And then that goes into the next one is split testing different offers. A lot of times your customers don't want to buy. They simply feel like it's not worth it. That doesn't mean drop your prices all the time. You can add another product. You can split test different ways to boost the perceived value of your offer by just adding free gifts or adding another product that your customer can get for the exact same price. There's certain ways and certain offers that you can structure to make your customer feel like it's a bit more worth it. Split test offers, okay? And the last one is just marketing to better audiences. Again, a lot of people think automatically it's always this one. Now, while it can be, you're not getting a lot of people to your website that actually resonate with your product and actually want to buy it. This is not the only part. Again, there's two other ones, and there's AOV and LTV could be the reason why you're not getting viewers into buyers. And we're going to talk about that, okay? Now, how do you boost average order value? Okay, think about it. If your customer's spending on average, let's say $20, it's super hard to be profitable with that. You only have $20 to work with. You still have to market, get your customer on the website, fulfill the product, etc. Now take that and said, if they were buying, $100 worth of product on average or $200, on average. That's a lot more money that you can reinvest into your marketing, build your business up, or just simply keep it as profit. And this is why AOV is super huge. A lot of people do not think about it, okay? How do you boost AOV? Split test new offers. Again, the same way with conversion rate. You need to make your customer feel like it's a high perceived value. But you can do that by just adding new things, add a free gift like we talked about before. You can also add upsells, different products. Tell your customer, hey, you can get this for a cheaper price, 15% off. Value discounts. This one's highly underrated. Buy another one, or if you buy 3, you can save 25%. Customers love to get a deal. If you think about it, a lot of times when I'm shopping, if I can buy another one for the, 25% off or 30% off, there's a slight chance that I'll take that offer. So if you're not offering that to your customers, make sure you're doing value discounts. Cross sales, down sales, and free shipping unlocks. Huge one. Do not be giving away free shipping for free. Make your customers work for it. Make them feel like it's a game. Hey, if you spend, $100, we'll give you free shipping. And in reality, your shipping's probably only like $10 and your customer spending, 60 extra dollars just to save $10. But that's the game that your customer likes to play. That's just baiting on human psychology. We love to gamify things and we love to feel like we're getting a deal. So don't just give it out for free. Does that make sense? Now, let me put a huge disclaimer. Don't just go into your website and throw all these things on there because you're going to tank your conversion rate. It's going to drop. Okay. You need to split test these things. You got to add average order value things and, test these things while not dropping your conversion rate. Because if you go in there and again, you throw all these things in there, it's going to throw off your conversion rate. It's going to drop. You're going to be wondering why your conversion rate's even lower. You have to strategically and methodically put these into your website. Every business and every brand is different. I can't tell you the one size fits all, what one you should do. Just know every brand is different, but these are the great starting points. Now, this brings us to LTV, which is huge. It's building that audience and building these customers that keep coming back again and again, time after time, ready to buy. What's better than a customer coming and buying another product and you never had to spend, marketing costs to get your customer to buy? That's how you get insane profits. That's how you get 70%, 80% profits on one sale, because you didn't have to spend any marketing costs to get your customer to buy, right? How do you build that? Email, SMS marketing, setting up different automations to remind your customer to come back, building your customer experience. You need to actually treat your customer right. Realize that the customer to brand relationship is super important. And if your customer actually wants to buy with your brand again, right? You need to establish a relationship. If your customer is asking questions or they have problems, you need to be there quick and fast to be able to answer those problems and fix their problems and make them feel cared about, right? You need to ask them when they get their product, hey, did you like your product? Do you want a free discount? Just make them feel cared about. And I promise you, they're going to care about your brand. And when their product runs out, you're going to be top of mind. They're going to want to buy from you. Comeback discounts is another huge one. If you're selling anything that's like a perishable or something that would run out or, break, or maybe they want to buy it for a friend, you could be like, hey, if you come back and buy with us, we'll give you a 15% discount or 25% discount. Obviously, you have to break it down to where the math makes sense for your brand. But these are some things and some strategies you can implement to boost that LTV. Do not sleep on this. Trust me. It'll make you millions with your brand. Now, this brings us on to the third and final step, and probably the main reason why a lot of you are not successful with e-commerce. And that's just because you are wasting your time and your money on an unvalidated product. I cannot tell you the countless amount of times where I've had clients come to me and like, hey man, I've been trying to, run this product for the last 2 to 3 months. 2 to 3 months designing this perfect website. I took product pictures and I made all the logos and stuff look super niche. And I hired a designer to design my website and design my logo. And I set up all my fulfillment and I made everything perfect. I'm like, okay, what made you want to do that? Did you know if your product's a winner? How many have you sold? Oh, well, I've only sold like a couple of them. Why would you go and spend any of your time on anything if you don't know it's going to actually be worth it? Just think about it in a simple, logical way. Again, we're not building some cheap Chinese knockoff store. This is a business. So you have to apply a lot of business knowledge in this and be super logical and super strategic when you're building out these brands. So do not spend days or weeks on a product that you don't even know is worth it. Another common problem that I'm seeing is the way that people are actually finding their potential winners. If you're finding your potential winners off super saturated product research methods, like if you're looking on TikTok or if you're doing, PP ads or things like this, everyone who's ever wanted to start a drop shipping business, you got to think, it's probably been millions and millions of people, right? I don't know if you're 18 years old or 22-year-old, however old you are, there's thousands of people just like you who have tried the exact same thing as you. You want to be different. Again, you have to be different to expect different results, okay? You can't be doing the exact same thing that everyone else is doing and expect different results. A lot of people came to drop shipping because they want to get away from the rat race of life, the 9-to-5 way of life that everyone's doing. And then they go into drop shipping by copying what everyone is doing. It's a contradiction. You have to pave the way for yourself and you have to find winning product methods that just aren't readily out there and that everyone's using, right? Now, another one, is people are running products that just can't be forever brands. Going back to that first topic, if you're not running a product that won't last forever, that's, if it's cheap and gimmicky and has low profit margins, you don't want that. You want unique, revolutionary products. And that's something that I'm helping my clients with the product validation method that we walk them through to make sure they have products and they have potential winners that can also be turned into what I like to call forever brands, that'll stick around for a long time, that they control the entire market because they have no competitors, because there's not a lot of people with that exact same product. Now, how do you actually fix this? How do you actually find a winning product? What are the best ways to find winning product methods? What's the simple fix? The simple way is testing. Every business is different. I can't come on here and just be like, hey, I have this one size fits all winning product method. And if you implement this into your brand, you're going to be successful. It's just not the way the world works. Because if I did, everyone would know about it. Everyone would want to come to me. And then eventually everyone would be doing it until it didn't work anymore. And that's just the simple way that business and life works. It always balances itself out. The market always balances itself out. Once there's a super trendy thing, everyone gets on it until it's not that trendy and it's not that efficient anymore. So how am I doing this? We're going out and we're using minimal ad budget to test a multitude of products, okay? We find a potential list of winning products, again, from different product strategies, whether that's using AI tools that we have or just doing market research. We're finding a potential list of winners and we're testing, 2 of those a week, maybe, 3 of those a week. And we're doing that and we're taking notes on the best winners. Now we're quick to fire fast. A lot of people will hold on and they'll feel like they're married to the idea that this product is going to work. And they really hold near and dear to this product like it's their kid or they have like a relationship attachment to it. Again, this is a business. Understand that your business is your baby, but if you ever want your kid to grow up, you have to be quick to tell it, no, this is not what you should be doing. We can't use this product. We have to go with this one. So I'm always super quick to fire fast. Again, we're just validating. To make sure that you're validating. Make sure that you're testing. Using minimal ad budget to look at certain key metrics, whether that's CPC, CTR. You're using minimal budget and testing to see, how this product is going to work at scale. So you're testing the creatives, you're testing the audience, you're testing the strategies, you're testing the web, you're testing literally everything. And you're doing that with minimal ad budget. If it's not working, again, you're stopping it. But when it does work, you're taking notes of it, saving it for later, and then you come back and you choose the ultimate winning product. And by that time, you already know how the product's going to work. And if you 10x or, 30x the ad spend that you're spending, you can expect that it's going to work. Again, just super simple and super logical. Now, those are the 3 reasons why your e-commerce business might be failing. If you want some more insight, you want to work with me one-on-one. Again, I scale brands for a living. I run my own brands. I have 3 7-figure brands right now. I help my clients scale up 20K, 30K, 40K a month. You can go look at my Instagram, see all my testimonials. If you want to work with me one-on-one to scale your brand, reach out to me on Instagram or you can book a call to talk with me personally and the link in the YouTube description. But that's it. I hope you got some free value from this video. If you did and you enjoyed it, please leave a like and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.